No, I'm correcting you because you're the type of person that feels like you can say what you want and get away with it, and that's not okay, and you've been doing it for years. So when somebody corrects you, it's like, oh my God, this person is a bitch. What's wrong with this person? You know what I mean? Like, she always got an attitude. It's always something with her. And it's not that it's always something. It's just that I'm the only one correcting you on your behavior, and you don't like it, and you don't know how to deal with it. Miss Ma'am.
And it goes a little something like...
For today's video, I'm going to be doing a get ready with me, a chit chat get ready with me while I do my makeup, this cute makeup look for spring. And honestly, I am here for it. I love the pink lip. I just love everything. I can't wait for you guys to see the Instagram pictures. Make sure y'all following me so you can see those. And also let me know what you guys thought about my new intro. I really love it, and I hope you guys like it too. But yeah, let's get right into the video because we got some stuff to talk about, sis. So let's go. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So baby, we need to get this face in order because I need to go take some Instagram pictures, and I figured this was the perfect time to show you guys like my spring makeup look that I have been wearing. You guys have been going crazy on Instagram, especially when I showed you guys that I'm wearing this foundation. You guys are literally blowing me up, telling me to do a review on this foundation, but I figure it's such an old foundation that I'm not gonna do a review, but I will talk about it and kind of give y'all my thoughts and opinions. And I also asked you guys to send me something to talk about for girl chat today, or just for a chit chat in general, because sometimes I be feeling like I don't know what to talk about because I feel like the engagement is not all the way there. So sometimes I'll be knowing what to talk about. So you guys sent me a few topics over on my Instagram. So let's get into it. I'm gonna be using my Fenty Beauty Hydrating Primer. I am obsessed with this primer. Now, I tried to use this foundation I'm gonna be using with the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer, and it left my skin patchy when I put my foundation on. It was really patchy. So, note to self and note to y'all, do not wear this foundation with the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. They do not mix together. You know how some primers just don't mix with foundations? This foundation don't mix with that primer at all, so I do not recommend using them together. Love them separately, but not together, because I encountered some problems and I had to take my whole base off. So let's see. So the first topic I got is somebody said to talk about how to deal with toxic people or toxic friends. And the question said how to deal with toxic friends, but honestly, I'm just gonna say how to deal with toxic people in general because I feel like you deal with them all the same. Every toxic person in my life I deal with the same, and thank God I don't have no toxic people in my life no more, because I corrected it and I fixed it, and period. I've been good ever since. So let me just give you guys a little backstory. I'm gonna go in with my Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Concealer in the shade Warm Honey. And I like to put this on just on the areas that I am having a little bit of acne scarring because this is more of like a reddish undertone. So it definitely like corrects those acne scars for me. So I'm just applying that. So I don't know if I suffer with depression or if I just deal with depression. You know what I mean? Like everybody deals with depression. Some people have more severe cases. And for a few years I was just in a really bad headspace. Like for years I was like in a bad headspace up until I want to say about a year ago. I was just mentally checked out. I was in a really bad depression state and I never knew why. I was just always unhappy. I was so skinny. I was like 93 pounds soaking wet, and I could never gain any weight no matter what I did. And I was just depressed, y'all, okay? And I was just really depressed and I could not figure out why I was depressed. I like to let my concealer sit for a little bit. So yeah, I was really depressed and I just could not figure out why I was depressed for so long. And I would never stand up for myself. If somebody made me feel bad about myself, or somebody made me feel bad, or if they said something I didn't like, I would never say anything because I don't like conflict. It may seem like, oh, like, you know what I mean? But I don't like conflict at all. Like, I am not a conflict person. I don't like conflict, but if you bring it to my table, I'm gonna eat that shit up, okay? If you bring it to my table, then we have an issue, but I'm not the person that likes to start conflict. And I feel like if a person makes you feel a certain type of way or does something you don't like, you typically have to initiate that conversation, which can be conflicting and cause conflict. So for years I was really depressed and I did not know why, and I would never stand up for myself. So one day I was just like really fed up, right? And I figured out where the root of the problem was coming from. Obviously I have childhood trauma, I had all of that stuff, but the root of the problem was one person was really stressing, not even stressing me out, but really causing me to be depressed and just really causing me to be in a hole, really, right? And a little bit about me, I'm an empath. Let me read you guys the definition of empath, because people tend to forget. I always tell people I'm an empath and they be like, you're empathetic. No, being an empath and being empathetic are two completely different things. An empath is a person with a paranormal ability to perceive the mental or emotional state of another individual. Meaning if you cry, I feel the pain. Like literally I feel the pain. It's not like oh, my twin sister broke her leg and I felt it. Like no, like I legit be depressed. Like I'm an energy person. So energies definitely rub off on me all the time. And I never realized that about myself until one of my really good friends, her name is Moo Moo. Hey girl, if you're watching. One of my really good friends pointed it out to me and started teaching me a lot about healing and taking care of myself and toxicity and all those things. And I realized that, hey, these people in my life are toxic and I need to correct them and fix the problem. So I have this one person in my life who I just felt like was very toxic for me. They may say they weren't toxic, but in my opinion, they were toxic for me. I would always I was always there for them, and I was always their sounding board, and I was always just like I was a pushover, and I was literally just their punching bag for years. And one day I was like, hey, you know, I need to take a step back from this relationship. I need to take a step back from this relationship, not necessarily in the sense that we were dating. I was like, I need to take a step back because I just feel like I'm gonna go in with my foundation. I'm not gonna blend this out, I'm just gonna leave it. And this foundation is in the shade Golden Amber, and it's too golden for me, so I do 2 pumps of that foundation to 1 pump of my Fenty in the shade 360, because I don't know if you guys can tell. Let me see. You guys probably can't tell, but they are 2 completely different colors. One is a neutral and one is like a very warm. So I told this person like, hey, you know, I feel as though you are causing me to be depressed and unhappy, and it's been happening for years, and I'm just now discovering what the problem is. And let me tell you, their words to me was, I know, I just didn't care. I knew what I was doing was causing you pain and causing you to be unhappy, and I just didn't care. And once this person said that to me, my whole relationship with this person changed, because I'm like, that's not okay. You know, like that is not okay that you knowingly put me in that situation when I didn't realize it myself, but you realized it. You should have been like, you know what, let me take a step back. I see that they don't see what's happening, but I see what's happening. So once that happened, and once this person told me that, oh, I completely did a whole 360. I'm a whole completely different person now because of that situation. Like, I don't let nobody walk all over me. I don't do any of that, right? So the thing that I do with toxic people and how I deal with them is I correct them. They say something that I don't like. It may come off confrontational. It may come off as being a bitch, or it may come off as, oh, I always have to walk on eggshells around you. You always got something to say. No, and it's not that at all. It's no, I'm correcting you because you're the type of person that feels like you can say what you want and get away with it, and that's not okay. And you've been doing it for years. So when somebody corrects you, it's like, oh my God, this person is a bitch. What's wrong with this person? You know what I mean? Like, she always got an attitude. It's always something with her. And it's not that it's always something. It's just that I'm the only one correcting you on your behavior, and you don't like it, and you don't know how to deal with it. Miss ma'am, okay? You don't know how to deal with the behavior. You don't know how to deal with the fact that I'm correcting you because people been letting you get away with it for so long. And you know, like, no, it's not okay. Like, no, we're not doing that. So the way that I deal with toxic people, y'all, to make a long story short, is I'm gonna read you a list because this is exactly what I do. Avoid playing into their reality, okay? Don't get drawn into their drama, to their reality, to what's happening in their life. Don't get involved in it, because once they drag you back in, they gonna stick their nails right back in you, and the next thing you know, you dealing with their problems all over again, listening to their drama, you know, whatever, being their punching bag, whatever the case may be, okay? And that defeats the point of us trying to get out. Pay attention to how this person makes you feel. And honestly, if you tell this person, hey, so the thing that happened with my situation is I expressed to this person, hey, this is how you've been making me feel, and blah, 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 and I gave them the opportunity to correct it, and they didn't correct it, so I took a step back from the relationship, friendship, whatever. I took a step back, and now we don't talk like that no more. Like, we don't have no ill will towards each other. It ain't no problems, but I had to take a step back to teach this person, you cannot treat people any type of way and expect them to still be there for you. You cannot treat me a certain type of way and expect me to still want to be your friend or still want to be around you. Like, no. Like, just because we have been friends for a very long time, just because we've been family, doesn't mean that you get to treat me a certain type of way and you expect me to be around, right? Like, I feel like that's what's wrong with toxic family members in specific. They feel like, oh, because we're family, I can treat you any type of way and you gonna be there. Like, no, baby. That's not how that works. Like, I'm allowed to remove myself from any situation, even if it's family. I don't have to talk to you. I don't have to deal with you, right? Like, so I say that the way that I deal with them is I tell them, I call them out on their shit every single time. Don't let nothing slide. Call them out on their shit every single time. And if they don't fix it, then why are you still around? Like, don't be their friend no more. Don't talk to them no more. Remove this person from your life because clearly they don't care enough about you to respect your boundaries. They don't care enough about you to try to change for you. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying people gotta change for you, no. But if I'm telling you you're treating me a certain type of way, if I say, hey, when you call me skinny, it makes me feel uncomfortable and I don't like it, and they continue to call me skinny, then I'm just gonna remove myself because at this point, now you know what you're doing. I told you that you was hurting my feelings and you continue to do it, right? Like, I told you that you was causing me to be, that you were causing me to be not confident in myself, and you were causing me to have low self-esteem. I told you what you were doing that was causing that, and you were still doing it. That's toxic. I'm removing myself from that situation. You no longer have access to me. And that may make you be the bad guy, but it is what it is. Like, my mental health comes first, and I'm gonna choose me first because I didn't do it for so long. So that's how I deal with toxic people, y'all. Comment down below and let me know if you have any toxic people in your life, or if you've dealt with toxic people, and if you've removed them. How did you do it? What happened? Like, I want to know the tea. Message me on Instagram. I want to know what's that, okay? So moving on, I'm gonna go in and warm up my, well, but first I'm gonna take my concealer. I've been using the Hourglass Vanish Concealer. Love this stuff. And I'm gonna use the shade Dune. Dune is a little darker. So I'm gonna use the shade Dune first, and then I'm gonna go back in with the shade Beach. So what I like to do is put it right here, and I'm gonna let this sit until it gets a little tacky, because this concealer is a little bit on the liquidy side, but it is like a full coverage concealer. So I'm just gonna let this sit until it gets a little tacky, and then I'm gonna blend it out, and then I'm gonna add another layer of concealer. I really love this concealer, y'all. It's so good. So the next topic that I got asked to talk about was your secrets on staying focused. Y'all, it really ain't no secret because I really don't be focused. It may seem like I'm focused to a lot of my new subscribers because you guys have definitely motivated me to, ew, why am I getting emotional? So, I'm taking the Fenty Beauty cream bronzer in the shade Teddy on a Sephora number 56 brush. I love this brush for like foundation and stuff. But yeah, y'all, I didn't really used to be that focused, and then I gained a little bit more of a following over the past couple days, and it has really motivated me to be better and, you know, get on it, because I have a lot more people. I talk to more people throughout the day and stuff like that. You guys really did motivate me to get better. I have been posting on Instagram every single day. I have been sticking to my upload schedule. I have been doing all of that, and it is all because of my supporters. The way that I stay focused is by making sure that my mental health is okay. Honestly, if my mental health is trash, nothing else is going to work. Like, yesterday was a gloomy day, and I just felt like, it was Thursday, and I just felt like, you know what? I need a mental health day. I've been working all week long, taking Instagram pictures every single day, taking multiple outfits in one day, filming sit-down videos, also filming vlogs at the same time. Like, I've been on go, and now it's raining and I can't go outside, so I'm gonna just take this day as a mental health day, and I'm gonna just not do anything, right? Because I feel like if your mental health is not good, nothing else is gonna be good no matter what you do. Like, there is no, I'm gonna film anyway because I'm feeling down. Like, yeah, you may be able to get through the video and you may be able to upload it, but it's not gonna be your best version of yourself. And because I'm an empath and I'm like very in tune with energies, if I'm in a bad mood, I'm not gonna sit here and record for you guys, because people can pick up on that energy, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not it doesn't take rocket science to see through the bull crap, and that's just me personally. So when I'm feeling down or anything like that, I don't upload, I don't record, I don't talk to nobody, because I don't want my negative energy to come off and reflect on somebody else. And that's just how I deal with it. So the way that I stay focused is just by making sure my mental health is okay. If my mental health is okay, everything else will be focused. But when my mental health is trash and I'm going through a depressive state or whatever, my mental health is not good, and it reflects on everything else. So literally take care of your mental health. And also, if you want another way, if your mental health is fine or whatever and you just need another way to stay focused, make out a list. Go to sleep with a list that you have, like, for tomorrow, if that makes sense, like your to-do list for the next day. And when you wake up the next day, you're gonna be like, ooh, I got stuff to do today. I have this list I gotta fulfill, like, you know what I mean? Like, I gotta fulfill this list and I need to get it done today. And I noticed that helps me as well, because I will go to sleep knowing, like, girl, you got stuff to do tomorrow. Like, you need to go to sleep early because you got stuff to get done tomorrow. And when I do that, it actually helps. Like, I did it yesterday where I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do tomorrow? I need to take Instagram pictures. I need to film a video. I need to edit my Instagram pictures and edit this video so that they can go up tomorrow. And I woke up this morning at 6 o'clock this morning with, like, okay, I'm about to get this work done because I got stuff to do and I can't be playing around, right? So that's my recommendation on that. That's what I recommend. And it's really not that hard, you guys. Obviously, it's easier said than done, but I feel like you really gotta play around with it and figure out what works best for you. What works best for you might not work for somebody else. Like, me telling you guys what works for me might not work for you. Me telling you how to deal with how I deal with toxic people might not work for you. You know what I'm saying? So you really gotta figure out what works for you and sit down and just take some time to yourself and figure out how to deal with who you are. And I feel like everything will fall into place. Like, I'm still learning about who I am. Like, a lot of times I feel like I don't know who I am. I don't know who I am. I don't know what I want. I don't know. Like, I'm still trying to figure it out. And I keep forgetting, like, girl, you are only 26. Like, Instagram and YouTube and social media in general makes you feel like you're so old, you're so far behind. I should be here in my life right now, and I should be here in my career. And girl, no, that's not how that works. Like, if you were supposed to be somewhere, God would have made you there, if that makes sense. Like, so don't think about it like that. Just don't focus on stuff that you can't control. I can't control that I don't got 1 million followers on YouTube. I can't control that I don't have X, Y, and Z. So I ain't gonna even stress about it. I'm gonna worry about what I can control. I can control uploading consistently. I can control being consistent on Instagram and, you know, all those things. I can control that, so that's what I'm gonna focus on. And that's basically what works for me. I'm going in with the concealer in the shade Beach, and you guys can see it's a little bit lighter. It's just gonna give me a little bit more of like a highlighted effect, because that's really what the girls want. That's really what I need, especially for this picture. I'm doing a very like light and airy type of a vibe, so I need to make sure that I'm good. And I want my makeup to be more like a fresh glow. Like, I know I'm putting on a lot of product right now, but I really want it to be really fresh, really glowy, but still full coverage, if that makes sense. Still full coverage and not glowy. Like, I don't really want my skin to be shining to where my makeup is gonna rub off. I just insert the glow with product, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna blend all of this out. I like chatting with y'all. I like doing chit chats. This is cute. I'm gonna have to start asking you guys more topics to talk about. I noticed that since I gained a little bit more of a following ever since Kyra reposted me on her Instagram, which I am very much appreciative for. Since she did that, I gained a lot more following, especially a lot more Black women, and I'm so happy about that. But I noticed that now I have a lot more engagement to work with, especially over on my Instagram, and I'm really happy about that. And I've noticed my engagement here on YouTube has went up as well, and I'm really thankful and grateful. So thank you guys so much for that. I appreciate it. But yeah, I feel like I'm gonna start doing more chit chats. I'm gonna start asking you guys more questions. And if you think that I will be a good person to talk about a certain topic that you have in mind, comment down below or message me on Instagram and let me know the topic and I will do that. I used to do girl chat Wednesdays every Wednesday, but like I said, I felt like I was talking to myself and nobody was ever like interacting with me in the comments and stuff like that, so I stopped doing them. But I might start doing them again. I might start them back up. This concealer is everything. Like, oh my God, I'm obsessed. Like, just look at my skin, period. It looks so amazing. So this foundation, let me talk about this foundation for a little bit. This foundation is pretty oily. So if you have oily skin, I don't think this foundation will work for you. I know Tasha, I need to ask her what she want to be called. I don't know if she want to be called Tasha, Natasha, Tasha Washa. I'm gonna ask her because I just decided that that's what I was calling her. Yeah, she was telling me, I had posted this foundation and she was telling me that she loves it, but it just don't work for her because I think she has oily skin. So this foundation works perfectly for me because I have really dry skin. So keep that in mind if you're gonna use it, but I love this foundation. It lasts all day long, like 12 plus hours. And half of the time I'd be like, dang, my makeup looks so good, I don't even want to take it off because it still look brand new, but I've already had it on for like 10, 12 hours. It's a really good foundation. I highly recommend it if you haven't tried it. Okay, so now that we have that, I need to set my under eyes. I need to set everything. So what I'm thinking, I want to use this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. So I'm gonna try that and see how that goes. I got the shade Tan 3 or 3 Tan. If you have not seen, I did an unboxing with all of the products that I picked up from Sephora. This was one of them. I will link that in the cards. And I need to find a brush that I want to use. So this is the brush that I typically use to set my under eyes and everything. I don't use a sponge. This is the Morphe M438 brush. So I'm going to use this, and I'm kind of scared because this is light, but a lot of you guys were telling me that it is good, because at first I was like, I can't use this all over my face, but you guys were telling me that I can use it all over my face because it is more of a transparent color. So yeah, I'm gonna just go right in, dip my brush in there. Oh no, I don't like this under the eye. Look at that. Nope. Nope, I don't like. Around my whole face, yes, but not under my eyes. No, so I'm gonna just stick to what I know and use the Hourglass. This is the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder, and I love it. So I'm gonna use this. Wow, I hope that doesn't mess up my makeup. But it definitely did set it though. It is definitely airbrushed. But yeah, no, I don't like that. So I like to pull it because I have a little crease right here that I can never get. So I'm gonna just go in and set everything into place. And I love this setting powder because this setting powder also is like an airbrush finish, and it just makes my skin look so smooth, so dewy. It's like it gives my skin a shine, like a dewy shine, but also makes it matte. Like, it's so crazy. Okay, it didn't mess up anything too bad, but now I know don't use this product under the eyes. Like, it's still like a little patch right there, but it'll be fine. This is why I don't start close under the eye, because I want to see what it's gonna do to me. Wow, you see the difference? I'm disappointed. Maybe if I bake right here just a little bit, because this side is where it's at. I don't know what the heck is up with that Charlotte Tilbury. That is not going under my eyes. I'm probably gonna end up getting another one, maybe a lighter one, just to go under my eyes. I should have followed my first mind and picked up shade number 2. So yeah, I'm gonna take this and set the rest of my face. Let's talk about some more topics. What else do you guys ask me? Somebody said talk about being an influencer. They put influencer in quotations, and I don't feel like I'm an influencer, y'all. Like, I ain't influencing nobody. I don't feel like nobody ain't buying stuff because I'm saying that it's good, in my opinion. I mean, that's not true, because on my magic links, every time I link something, people purchase from it. But I don't consider myself an influencer. I just consider myself a normal person that is doing makeup right now, at least. Like, I don't know. When I think of influencer, I think of somebody with a huge following and somebody who can influence people. Like, you know what I mean? And I don't feel like that. I feel like, okay, prime example, I feel like if I came out with a makeup line or something right now, nobody will buy it because I ain't influencing nobody to do nothing like that, right? So yeah, I don't really think I'm an influencer. I don't consider myself an influencer. Girl, I'm a normal, regular person. I am not no influencer, okay? And that's just that. Like, people take this influencer thing way too serious, and I ain't one of them. Like, no, I'm not an influencer. I don't consider myself to be. So, sorry. I don't consider myself to be an influencer at this very second. Like, I just consider myself to be a regular person that just likes putting on makeup. And y'all just like watching. I'm a normal person. Okay, I wonder if this Charlotte Tilbury powder will be good all over my face. I'm kind of scared, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna take a fluffy brush, my big fluffy brush. This is my Sephora number 91 brush, and I'm gonna just dip into that and just set the rest of my face. And I'm dipping lightly, like I'm shredding real light because it is kind of dark. Okay, so it's good all around my face. It's just not good under the eyes. We'll see when I take my pictures. Hopefully it looks good. I don't know why I'm trying new products and I'm about to take Instagram pictures. That's never a good idea. But right now it looks pretty good. Like it looks solid. So I'm just using this to set everywhere. It's definitely too dark to go under my eyes for sure. And I feel like y'all lied to me. The people that said it's transparent, this is not transparent because it definitely darkened my concealer. I can see it right there. It definitely darkened it. So I don't feel like this is transparent at all. I feel like this definitely has color to it for sure. Somebody else said, how do you come up with ideas to do for your channel? Y'all, I'm taking the True Complexion Contour Palette, medium to dark, and I'm gonna take my Morphe R2 brush, and I'm gonna dip into the Sculpt shade, the middle one. As y'all can see, that's really the only shade I use. I'm just gonna flick up, like literally, lightly flick up, and stop right at the outer corner of my eye because I don't really want it to be too far out. And I also like to put it where I put my blush because I want it to blend together better. So yeah. But how do I come up with content? Honestly, I just do what I like doing, and I figure y'all gonna watch it or y'all not gonna watch it, but that's how I come up with my content. Or I just look at other people's pages and I study other people's pages and I'm like, they did this, so let me do my version. Or I just look at other people's pages to get inspiration. I try not to copy. And in reality, y'all, I don't really watch a lot of YouTubers. I watch like 3 people and that's it, because I can be a very influenced person, like when it comes to like doing something that somebody else did, like, oh, I'm about to do this try on haul because so and so did it. Or I'm very impressionable, if that makes sense. I can be impressionable. So I try to not watch other people because I like to come up with my own ideas. So yeah, the way that I come up with my stuff is I really just do what I like, or I ask you guys, or I do research. I look it up. Like I've been looking up all day girl chat topics to talk about for girl chat, or looking up what's happening in the world right now that in the beauty community that I can talk about. Like that's really all I do. Yeah, so that's how I come up with ideas. I typically do my research, or I just write down a bunch of ideas. And typically what happens for me when I write down ideas, more ideas bounce off of that idea, if that makes sense. So it's like, oh, I got a spring makeup look. Okay, I want to do a spring makeup look. Maybe I can do a spring makeup look full get ready with me. Maybe I could do this. Maybe I could do that. Like, and it all just, you know, follows eventually. But ask your following. Ask them what they want to see. And I know that's easier said than done, because for smaller influencers like myself, I say smaller influencers like myself because that's what I am technically considered. I don't consider myself an influencer. That's different. But yeah, like for myself, I'll ask a question and out of 26,000 people, only 2 people will comment. Or out of 3,000 people on my Instagram, only 1 person will comment, you know? And it's very discouraging, but that 1 person just gave me an idea that I didn't already think of myself. So it's like, okay, they gave me an idea, so now I can bounce off of that idea. Now I got a whole new idea that I didn't even think about that I can create. So that's typically how I like to do it, and that's typically what works for me. And then I got talk about your Japan versus United States lifestyle. That's going to be a whole nother video. I have something coming for that. And somebody also said my YouTube journey. That's going to be a whole video. But truthfully, y'all, I was living in North Carolina. My husband was deployed. I was by myself for about 9 months. It was my first time being away from home. I had never lived with anybody other than my mom. Like, it is what it is. I never moved out or nothing like that. So it was my first time, and I was really lonely and depressed, and I don't really know, y'all. I just decided one day I'm gonna start doing a YouTube channel. I went and bought me an iPad to record and edit on because I didn't have enough money to buy a camera or a computer or anything like that. So I just went and bought me a little iPad, and I did my videos on my iPad. And I would say my first ever video, I think, was a hair review for AliExpress, and it got like over, I don't know, like 5,000 views like a few years later. I think YouTube took all my old videos down that were unlisted because I can't find any of them. So I don't know about that, but that's, I don't know. I don't really have a specific like YouTube journey per se, because whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna talk more in depth about my YouTube journey eventually. I just don't really, you know. I feel like, this is probably gonna sound crazy, but I feel like a lot of people are telling me, oh, you should do a updated get ready, get to know me, or you should do a get to know me video. Because you guys probably don't know this, but I have never done a get to know me video. I don't have a get to know me video on my channel. There isn't any of that on my channel or anything like that. I haven't talked about what's my age, what's my favorite color. Never did any of that, because I truly do not feel like my following is big enough for that. I feel like I do not have enough people that want to get to know me at this moment. So that's just something that I'm just waiting on. I don't plan on, you know, doing it no time soon or anything like that, because I figure maybe once I hit 100K, I will do a get to know me, or, you know, like talk about my life or whatever. But right now I just don't see myself doing it because I don't have a following to do it for, if that makes sense. Like, nobody gonna watch it. Like, out of 20,000, 25,000 people, only 5 people or 200 people gonna watch it, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I love the views that I get on my channel, but I just feel like I want to wait until I have enough people who will really interact with me and talk back to me to do that style of a video. So I'm just taking the scope shade that I use to do my contour, and I'm just going to apply that in my crease. This is a Morphe R37 brush. Okay, so while my lashes are drying, I'm going to dust off my nose. I forgot to set my face before I put mascara on, but it's okay. So I'm gonna dust off my nose and I'm gonna spray my face. That's one thing I did not buy, is a setting spray, and I'm upset about it. So I'm gonna set my face with the Huda Beauty Resting Boss Face. I'm gonna go in with my NYX eye pencil in the shade light brown. I never understand the difference between the eye pencils and the lip pencils from NYX. Okay, so for blush, I for sure want to use this palette by Artist Couture, and I'm gonna go in with my brush that I typically use. This is a Morphe brush, but I don't know the name, like R2, R3 or something like that. And I kind of want to use this one, so that's what I'm gonna do. And this is an Infatuated. And I love it. Oh, this color is everything. And I love to put blush on my nose. So I'm also going to put on my highlighter. This is gonna bother me, but that's okay. This is my highlighter I'm gonna use today on my Morphe M510 brush. I've really been liking highlight lately. Typically I don't. Right now I'm having like some breakouts or something. I don't know. So typically I don't like highlight, but lately I've been liking it. I feel like the lighting changed. I'm sorry. Okay, so I went off camera. I did my lashes. I put on my outfit. Let me show you guys my outfit. I have this cute I have this cute scarf tied up on my body, and then this is actually a skirt. It's super long, goes down to like a little bit shorter than my ankle. So I have my glosses. I have Stone, and I also have Petal, and then Amber. I think I want to use, I don't know when my nose started running, but I think I want to use Petal because it's such like, it's pink, yes, but I feel like it's so springy. I feel like it goes like perfect with my look. All right, y'all, so that is the end of today's video. I think I look cute. I think my makeup looks very appropriate for spring. I love the pinky nude lip. I love the freckles. I love like the fresh face vibes, and I'm happy I put lashes on. But yeah, guys, comment down below and give me some more topics to talk about for girl chat or just for these chit chat get ready with me's, because I really like talking about stuff that y'all send me. So make sure y'all do that. And also comment down below and let me know what you guys thought about my new intro for my channel. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. There is a spider. Ah! Ah! It's on my lens. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.